Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be choosing the books for my July TBR. As always, the way that I pick my TBR books is I have an entire jar filled with prompts and challenges and I use them to select my books. But first, we have two books that I'm for sure reading this month. One of them I know what it is. The other one, I don't know what it is. So the first one is my Patreon book club book for July, which is Lovely Bad Things by Trisha. So this is a book that I'm gonna be reading with my patrons in July. I'm very excited. It's a dark romance. It's about this woman who is on the hunt for a dangerous serial killer, and she becomes so desperate for answers and trying to figure out how to catch this person that she turns to another, even possibly more dangerous serial killer who she had put behind bars, and she teams up with him to help her catch this killer. It sounds amazing. I love Trisha Wolfe. Her book, Born Darkly, was the first dark romance that I ever read, and it's still one of my top favorites. She really knows how to write a serial killer love interest. So I'm super excited to read Lovely Bad Things with my patrons. On my Patreon, I also have a TBR suggestion box where my patrons suggest books for me to read, and every month I'm gonna choose one of them to put on my TBR. I am eventually gonna put all of these book titles into a jar, but I ran out of ink in my printer, so I couldn't print them out. So we're just going to scroll through all of the ones that people suggested. I'm not gonna look. We're gonna scroll. This one is what I'm picking. What is it? Notes on an Execution. Hold on. I literally just bought this book. So this was recommended by Catrice. So thank you. This is what I'm gonna be reading for my Patreon book suggestions. Yeah, I do not know what this book is about, but I've been seeing so many people loving it and saying that it's their favorite book of the year. I think Katie Colson really loved it, Gabby, and it piqued my interest because the two of them really liked it. So it says that it is the story of a serial killer on death row, told primarily through the eyes of the women in his life. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Wow, I'm really having a serial killer month. So yeah, I will definitely be reading this. Maybe I will be picking a challenge from my jar that I can try to fit this in for, but this will definitely be on my TBR. Okay, now for my jar, I'm just gonna start picking. I really don't have a lot of plans this month for what I want to read. However, I do have a big stack down at the back of new books that I've purchased. They're the ones that I most want to read right now, obviously because I just got them and I'm very excited about them. So we'll see. First one that I'm picking is this one. A book that has a trope you don't like. Okay. This was definitely not a challenge that I picked. This was one of the viewer suggested challenges because I would not do that to myself. Oh my God, this is gonna be so difficult because I don't really buy books that have tropes I don't like. Okay, let me think of tropes that I don't like. Let me just start saying them and maybe something will come to my mind. What tropes don't I like? I feel like you guys might know it more than me. I don't know. What don't I like? Accidental pregnancy, but I don't want to read that. Secret baby, that's a trope that I don't particularly like, but I don't absolutely hate it like accidental pregnancy. I don't really like bully romances. I'm only thinking of romance tropes. I don't love the chosen one trope. I don't love books about famous people, although there's definitely exceptions. Let me look around, see if I can find anything. Okay, I found something that has the secret baby trope. I've already put this on a TBR this year, and then I put it down specifically because I found out it had secret baby, and that is Bloody Heart by Sophie Lark. I still really wanted to read this. When I found out that it had the secret baby trope, I was like, not really in the mood for it at that time. However, I am going to see Sophie Lark in September. I want to read a lot of her books before then. I was trying to read them slowly, but now I have a deadline. So I'll be reading this. It's the fourth book in the Brutal Birthright series, and it's a second chance secret baby romance. We'll see how I feel about it. I feel like Sophie Lark could make me like this trope. It's not my favorite. Next, let's do a book on someone else's TBR. Okay. All right, let me pull up my subscriptions and see who's posted a TBR. Oh, here we go. Okay, Victoria from Victoria's Romance Reads posted her TBR, which by the way, I actually found Victoria's channel recently. I'm loving her videos. She's a romance reader. She reads a ton of romance subgenres, so I will link her channel. Definitely check her out if you like romance. I'm just gonna skim through it to see what she has.
So I'm actually really interested in reading her new book, which is My Killer Vacation.
Ooh, okay, hold on. She has My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey, which I just got and I really want to read.
Another one that I'm super interested in reading is Dark Notes by Pam Godwin.
Do I have that book? I don't own it, but I do really want to read it.
Then I have American Queen by Simone.
I haven't read that. So she also has American Queen by Simone.
One that I want to put on my TBR because so many people have been talking about it recently is Tempt Me by K.A. Tucker.
Tempt Me. Okay, so these are the 3 books that she has on her TBR. American Queen, which is a I think it's poly, with a woman, the president, and the vice president. So that's a maybe. Tempt Me by K.A. Tucker, which is like billionaire office romance, and I've been hearing amazing things about it lately. My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey, which is like a murder mystery romance, which sounds really fun. However, I think out of the 3 of those, I most want to read My Killer Vacation. So yeah, this is a spicy murder mystery about this woman in Cape Cod, and she discovers a corpse in her rental house, and then a bounty hunter comes to catch the killer. They like work together. This also is like fitting into the theme of all my books with serial killers. All right, the next challenge is this one, which is a book between 200 and 240 pages. Very specific. Okay. This one is 275. This one, 214. Okay, this works. So this is Bryony and Roses by Kingfisher, who is an author that I'm becoming obsessed with, and I'm reading her entire backlist. This is one of her fantasy books. I don't know if it's a romance, it might be. I think it's also Beauty and the Beast. It says, Bryony is caught in a snowstorm and takes refuge in an abandoned manor. She stumbles into a house full of dark enchantments. Is the beast that lives there her captor or a fellow prisoner? Yeah, okay. It is a Beauty and the Beast inspired book, which I've been reading a lot of Beauty and the Beast retellings lately. I don't know why, I'm just like in that mood right now. I'm really into them, and I'm very excited to read this. I'm loving Kingfisher. She's definitely becoming like my new top favorite author. Next challenge is this one, which is a book with a rabbit on the cover. Oh my god, why am I getting so many like very specific challenges today? Hold on. I don't know what books have rabbits on the cover, but I do know Kayla from Books and Lala recently posted a picture on Instagram of rabbit books. Or I just know she likes rabbit books. Let me look through her Instagram. She's gotta have a picture of rabbit books. There's no way she doesn't. Ooh, wait, okay. I found what I was thinking of. This picture right here. And I actually pre-ordered What Moves the Dead, also by Kingfisher. I literally know nothing about it, other than it's one of Kingfisher's horror books. And I believe it's a retelling of an Edgar Allan Poe, The Fall of the House of Usher. It's a retelling of that. So I'm very excited for it. It comes out July 12th. I pre-ordered it. I really am excited to read it. The cover is amazingly creepy. So let's go with that one. The next one is this one, a book with deckled edges. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna look. I can see right now this has deckled edges. So I'm just gonna go with Notes on an Execution. Next we have this one, which is a 5-star prediction. Okay, so these books right here were kind of my 5-star predictions and like the top books that I wanted to read this year, and I am falling behind. So let's pick something from here. I feel like of all of these, the one that is my most 5-star prediction is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This is a romance book about 2 authors who reconnect after many years and have like a second chance at love. But what I think I'm gonna love most about this book is that it has chronic migraine rep. I've been very excited to read it. I feel like this is a book that people keep asking me if I've read because they know that it has that representation in it, but it's gonna happen. I'm very excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book, and I'd be shocked if it wasn't 5 stars. All right, let's do one more challenge. This one, first sentence. Okay. So this is one where I read the first sentence of books and then choose based off of that. However, something literally just popped into my head, and I know 100% that I wanted to read it this month, and that is Give Me More by Sarah Kate, who is also an author that I'm going to be seeing in September, so I want to read as many of her books as possible before then, and I'm obsessed with this series. If you haven't read it, every book in this series starts with the same first sentence because they all have the same scene. They all start with the same scene, but like, in each book, you see it from a different point of view. So I already know what the first sentence of this book is. Let me just read it to you. I may have to censor it a little bit. So I had a fistful of her hair in my hand, and we were both in the moment when I looked her right in the eye and said, my like a good little girl. The next thing I knew, she reared back her fist and clocked me right in the face. Yeah, that's Give Me More by Sarah Kate. This is an MMF romance following Drake, Hunter, and Isabel. Hunter and Isabel are married, and Drake is Hunter's best friend, and I'm very excited. So, here we have all of the books on my TBR this month. Very excited, lots of romance, lots of serial killers, just how I like it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!